we are back with another review, and today we have a special treat. We got another 10-inch pop to add to the collection. This is an eBay purchase, and for once I actually know what's in the box. 10-inch pop, you say? Doesn't really look like a 10-inch pop box. Well, it's a smaller box 10-inch pop, but 10-inch pop nonetheless. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review, because today we are going to be getting another 10-inch pop. Who's stoked? I'm stoked. I like 10-inch pops. This was one you can't get in stores anymore, but I don't know how close they did it, so I tried to do it very thin. I didn't even cut that bottom layer because I don't know what's going on the top here. It's kind of poofy, so you never know. Sometimes they push one side of the box against another side of the box and then put a bunch of filler stuff on the other side, which kind of puts pressure. So when you're cutting, you don't want to cut into the box. Ooh, yeah, we got the Target exclusive Porg with the clearance sticker still on it. This is perfect. Let's get that flap out, slide that Porg out. All right, so here we go. We got the 10-inch Porg. I'll use my Scotty peeler and get that clearance sticker off. Honestly, it's best that they left that on than have them try to remove that and then like mess up the box. Because if you don't remove this properly, you could definitely dig into the cardboard trying to remove those. But this pop was mint. When I looked at this online, I said, this one's mint. They had a bunch that were just jacked up. But you gotta understand, this is a Target exclusive. And a lot of the times, the Target exclusives have cuts all over the tops of the box. The windows are jacked up. It's hit or miss, especially on older pops, 10-inch or 3-packs, anything basically larger than a normal pop. I mean, sometimes even Target exclusive normal pops are banged up, but the 10-inch pops are usually the hardest ones to get in mint shape. So let's get him out the box and let's check out this 10-inch Porg. I don't know if I'm a Porg collector or not, but I do have a sad Porg that I currently just did a custom on. I did a like super trippy neon drip, glow-in-the-dark paint drip. It's pretty sick. If you want to check that out, check out my Instagram. I got links down in the description. Just scroll through my timeline. You'll see the Porg section in the timeline, and there'll be like some, updates on the pics. But when I got that Porg, the sad Porg, I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw this 10-inch Porg, and I was like, let's get the 10-inch Porg. These Porgs are cool. Look at them. They're just looking up at you, dude. Cool little Porg, totally. He does have, I guess he does mount to the base. He is mounted to the base. He's got some kind of a plastic spacer under his foot. Do you see under his talon there? See that little plastic spacer? I wonder if that's to stop him from scratching up the base or getting paint on the base. I do see these are frosting marks right here. You can see frosting marks on the top here from the glue. This is all from the quick dry adhesive glue. That's what these frosting marks are. It's like a flashing type of a mark. And then there's like this, which is bizarre. So this is just like a little stand, but it's not making any contact with him. I'm not too sure what the thought is on that, because it doesn't flex. I'm pushing on the base. It doesn't flex towards him. So that is interesting. I don't know if anybody else took their 10-inch Porg out of the box and saw that, but let me know down in the comments what the hell that thing is. So, I think he is totally cool. He is super sick. Now, to my understanding, this one with the mouth open, angry face, that one I believe is the Chase version of the Porg. So I think the 10-inch pop is a 10-inch version of the Chase. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments below. But that's to my understanding. This Porg right here, the Chase, is the one with the mouth open like that. Because there's like standard Porg, which he just has the regular, just his mouth closed. And there's sad Porg, which has clearly a sad face on. And then there's a Chase of the regular Porg. And the Chase has his mouth open like this. So I think that's cool. Paint app on that's really neat. They really got into the mouth. They actually did paint applications on both the tongue and the roof of the mouth and around the roof of the mouth, which is awesome. They also did the teeth, and the teeth actually look really detailed for it being in such a confined space. I've seen them make worse mistakes on open areas of pops versus something like a confined space like that, and they did a really good job. And this is something that I am noticing with the 10-inch pops. The paint applications tend to be far superior to regular pops. I don't know if it's the inner workings of a smaller pop that they have problems with spraying the paint on, but for the larger 10-inch pops, I have really yet to see a large blemish or a large mistake on a 10-inch pop paint app. But if you had some pops that you've purchased that were 10-inch that had paint application errors or didn't look good on the paint, let me know down in the comments below which ones they were, so I can go pay attention to some of those and see if I could see some of the other inconsistencies. But that would be nice to know, yeah, if there's any other 10-inch pops that have like paint errors. I think this one's totally cool, and this one's looking directly up at you, which is cool. I think you like that. That's kind of neat. Yeah, again, he kind of looks like a little owl. If an owl and a penguin crossed over, this is what you would get. This is exactly what you get. An owl and a penguin with goggles. This is what you would get. Now, for me personally, you see an animal with eyes this big, you would normally think that it's a nocturnal creature because, you know, usually the larger eyes means it has to absorb more of the light for it to be able to see in the dark. So, and I don't believe they're nocturnal. I don't know. I don't really know anything about porgs, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of the newer Star Wars movies. I kind of started them and stopped watching them, so I'm not too familiar with who the Porg even is. I just think the Porg's cool. So a non-biased Porg reviewer here, I think the Porg's dope, and I like the 10-inch Porg, and I like the little Porgs too, to be honest with you. The little ones are neat, little variations of them. So let me know down in the comments below. Are you Porg collector? Do you collect 10-inch pops? Do you like Star Wars? What do you think of this particular 10-inch Porg? Let me all know all that down in the comments below. And if you like this video, why don't you give it a thumbs up? Want content like this? Subscribe for more, because I do reviews every single day. So be on the lookout for that, and have a great rest of your day.